Hi there, Richard Fontenay here, and welcome to the business explorations from the Fontenay magazine. Today we're going to explore how to eliminate distractions when working from home. Now, before we get started, here's a little bit about me. I am an internet content marketer, an author, a blogger. I do things on YouTube, and also have over 35 years experience as a business owner, a consultant, trainer, and coach. The Fontenay magazine is a free e-zine packed with hundreds of articles designed to help people go beyond business, go beyond work and life. Why? Because your personal growth and development matters. And if you click the Fontenay magazine link that I have below, it'll take you right to the magazine. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and thank you in advance for doing so. Now let's get on with how to resolve some of the distractions we face when we work from home. For those working from home, there's no shortage of distractions, and some days those distractions really test our limits and hamper our entire workflow. Let's talk about how you can eliminate some of those distractions. Number one, stick to a regular schedule. Now, we often get tempted to sleep in or do some housework or home maintenance before the day starts. The difficulty about this is that it can end up being harder for us to get into a work routine or a work pattern. So the advice is that you start your work in the same way as you would start any kind of work. You would start it with a mindset that says, I'm going to go to the external office, although you're still going to open up your own home-based business office. Now, keep to regular work so you can start building into a routine. So you start at the appropriate time. You take breaks and lunch breaks, and you end at the appropriate time. Yes, there's more flexibility when we're working from home, but it also is such that it can cause a lot more distractions than we realize. Also, although we have the flexibility, we can also have a lot of distractions within that flexibility. So when you keep a familiar schedule or routine, you'll find you'll be able to focus more on your work, and it helps you maintain a greater life balance. The next item is hang up a sign. Now, if you live with your family or a roommate, you need to set aside some time when you're able to work with a full concentration of what it is that you're doing, so that you're not being disturbed. So one way to do this is let your family or your roommate know when you want to remain in a do not disturb mode, and when you are available to them. This way you'll be able to set boundaries both for yourself and for your family. Now, if you have small children, here's a tip I learned many years ago. You can use a red sign for do not disturb and a blue or a green sign for when you're available. The red and the green sign reflects the stop and go that they are familiar with. And as a side, a humorous point from my wife, she has a sign on my door. It says, "Do not disturb, husband is working." And this is particularly helpful when I have my door closed. Number 3, dress in work attire. Now, you don't need to wear fancy jeans or formal suits when you're working from home. But you do need to get out of your pajamas. Get dressed in something that is comfortable, but not what you would wear when you're going to bed. For example, you can wear a comfortable t-shirt, shorts, track pants. Even when you're on a YouTube, such as I am, they don't necessarily see your legs, so shorts will do. Now, this bit of advice really gets you out of your comfort zone and puts you back into a work zone. So if you still find yourself you're not finding yourself settling into your work, you should then dress in a way in which you would normally do when you are working outside of the office. And this little trick helps your mind shift, and it shifts from where you are now working in home, but now actually working outside of the home. And so it's a little trick that your mind plays. And after a while, you can shift back to the kind of attire that would be familiar or comfortable for you. Fourthly, plan your meals ahead. Now, don't let your mealtime be a distraction to you. Now, it takes time to figure out what you want to eat, and it takes time to prepare a meal, and it takes a little time to develop a menu. And so we're suggesting that you develop a menu in advance. So if you prepare everything ahead of time, including your snacks and you won't, and your meals, you won't lose any time or get distracted from what it is that you want to do, because you've got it already prepared. Or you've got the kind of meal that you want prepared. Now, many people prepare lunches for their children before they go to school, and they also prepare their own lunch before they go to work. So in one respect, you're doing exactly the same thing. You make your snacks in advance so that you can grab it when you're ready to take a break. And then you can continue to go on with your work. You can also use the time that you saved in preparing your meals and snacks to take a walk or complete a chore that you wanted to do before the end of the day. Fifthly, turn off technology notifications. Now, our technology causes a lot of distractions for us. So here are a few ways to deal with them. 1, turn off your phone notifications. Now, just enabling the silence mode is not enough, because the notifications will continue to pop up. So turn that off as well. Disable social media notifications on your computer and on your phone, and anything else that is not related to what it is that you're doing in terms of your work. This will help you avoid the temptation of picking up your phone or looking at social media content when you really don't need to. Thirdly, if you don't require your personal phone for your work, you can keep it in silent mode. And lastly, but certainly not the least, you can set a time to respond to telephone messages and emails. Now, what you're really doing here is going to your emails and responding to telephone messages when you need to, rather than they are impacting what it is that you're doing. One of the things we suggest is that you work in, for instance, 90-minute blocks, and then after 90 minutes, you're looking at your email, and then you are responding to telephone calls. So hopefully these hints have been helpful for you. And if you want more home office solutions, let me know in the comments below, and I will respond to you. So thank you for listening, and let's meet again soon. In the meantime, please subscribe to this channel, and as always, stay healthy, keep well, and continue becoming the best version of yourself, because your personal growth and development matters. Talk to you again soon, and bye for now.